Now, our next guest was a very big presence in the I'm a Celeb jungle this year, not only for taking on snakes, spiders and creepy crawlies, but also for taking on a TV chef and a politician. Let's have a little look.
Get yourself ready, Nella. We'll see what the trial...
There it is! There it is, off you go, Nella.
7-1-0.
There you go, you've done it. You've done it.
Okay, you've got this now, you've got this. I'm a celebrity, get me out of it, get me out of it.
You cannot go on with the numbers coming to Britain that are coming. Do you know why?
I'm one of the numbers!
Oh, right.
You know what could be your dad? Like, you know my dad's dead. You're a weirdo.
I am
You're a weirdo.
sorry.
You're the real Kobe Bryant, no? Kobe!
Let's go and have dinner.
The next person to lead I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, 2023 is...
And in the end, there was me.
Nella.
Oh, she had a time of it.
She did, didn't she? We're joined now by Nella Rosa live from Australia. Morning,
Hi, Nella.
Good morning, guys.
Nella, it's lovely to see you.
Oh, lovely to see you guys too. How's everybody doing?
We're all really
Great.
good, thank you. How have the last 48 hours been? You look much happier now than you did 3 days ago.
Oh, my sister. I've had my Wagyu. I've had my Fanta with my ice. I'm living my best life. I'm with my family, and I'm living it up.
You're living it up over there. She's had her Fanta, she's happy. Nella, you have had a very memorable time in that jungle. First and foremost, we've got to talk to you about the trials, because I think in total you did about 4,800 of them. How were those trials for you?
About 6,000, 2,000.
How were they for you, babe?
But yeah, no, the trials were so scary. Like, obviously, seeing it on TV, you're thinking, yeah, I can do that. It's light work. And then when you're actually put in those situations, you're thinking, shy, this is some crazy stuff. But some of them I found really hard. Some of them I just decided to go in there and face my fears. And I'm happy that I did them.
It was definitely the things where you were confined, wasn't it? Like, you really struggled with those ones.
Yeah.
Because when... I think one of my favourite...
spaces, crazy.
One of my favourite trials from this whole series was you in the dark room, where you had to put your hand into boxes in the museum, and you didn't know what was going to be there. Your reaction was absolutely sensational. It's OK, Nels. You go for it, Nels. You've faced worse.
You've got to tell yourself that you can do it, man.
Absolutely. Now, Nella, I need to talk to you, because obviously you had a chat with Ant and Dec when you came out of the jungle, but at that point you hadn't really seen any of the show. We want to talk to you about two men in particular. No. First up is a man who's probably only a few feet away from you. That's Mr. Fred himself. We're going to be chatting to him in a minute. But there was that moment. He's just there. There was that moment, wasn't there, with you and Fred? You had that heated argument about the dad chat. Have you managed to watch that back yet?
Yeah. I haven't been able to watch anything back yet, but I know everything that's gone on. I know everything that's happened. And honestly, it was a big, fat misunderstanding. And we've gone over it. Me and Fred are cool. Everything is blessed. I don't know why everybody's still crying about it, but I understand. It's TV. It's life.
It's a moment.
But also, I think it's probably the situation and the scenario that you're in as well, isn't it? You know, you're in a confined space, really,
so
with a lot of people you don't know, and little things can trigger you.
Pardon?
You're in a confined space with lots of people you don't know, and little things can trigger you.
Yeah. Yeah, so, like, obviously that subject is very triggering for me because it's kind of like a fresh wound. But obviously, being inside of the jungle, all events are intensified. And it is what it is.
Well, talking of intensifying, I mean, you turned up the dial on the drama when you made the camp chef not the camp chef anymore.
I mean, in the jungle, the little bits of drama that happens is honestly your EastEnders. It's honestly your little bits of entertainment. If there's any way I could have stirred the pot just to make things fun, it's just who I am.
And who knew stirring the pot would be the drama? Literally,
I know.
Stirring the pot.
And as Rylan said, we know he's very close in proximity to you at the minute, but I love the fact that you switched it up and you took Fred off cooking.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
We really loved it. We really loved it there. Literally that. Nella, now that you're out, obviously you're away from the rest of your campmates. It seems like you did make some genuine mates in there. I'm not going to say it, but it seemed like you were very much 100%. A fan of Mr. Marvin in there.
Yes. So I love Marvin, Sam, Tony, Josie, Danielle, Nick, everybody in there. Honestly, friends for life. I will never forget the experience. I really created some real bonds in there that I will never forget.
Will you forget Nigel Farage?
No, absolutely not. I feel like we had some really interesting conversations in there that needed to be had. And yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Would you, I mean, you and Nigel, you obviously share very different views on certain subjects, but
yeah.
For someone like you, when you had that conversation with Nigel, I was quite pleased to hear you say, listen, you've got your view, I've got my view, we're going to have to live in this camp together. Coming out now on the other side, would you sit there and say that that's broadened your eyes and maybe your mind a bit more to sit there and go, you've got a different opinion to me, you have that, I'll have this?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like in life it's good to hear different people's opinions. I feel like me and Nigel come from two different classes, two different walks of life. He has his opinions, I have my opinions. We can share our opinions and agree to disagree at the end of the day. No one gets hurt, it's fine.
All in all, Nella, would you say that you enjoyed the experience?
1000%. I feel like I really pushed myself to the limits, like the confined spaces, spiders, snakes. I can't believe I was in that proximity to snakes. So, yeah, something I can tell my kids I did. Your mama was in the coffin with a snake. Yeah. Talk to me nice. So, yeah, it's an experience that I do not regret whatsoever.
No regrets from Nella. And listen, you've done it. You've enjoyed it.
No
Looking
regrets.
back, is there anything you would change? Would you act any differently when it came down to anything in there? Or is it, no, this is what I did and I had the best time?
I don't think... No, I don't think there's anything that I would change because, honestly, with me, what you see is what you get. And I'll always stay true to myself. I'm just Nella at the end of the day. I'm like Marmite. So if you love me or you hate me.
Well, Nella, you're a memorable campmate. It's been lovely chatting to you. Thank you, babe.
Thank you, Nella.
Thank you. Bye, guys.
She's going for Fanta now, isn't she? That's exactly what she's doing.
Well, that's not all from Australia today. We're also joined by the third campmate to get the boot from the jungle, Fred Sirieix. Before we chat to him, let's have a look at his best bits.
Oh, jungle living in a bit of Brexit then. And I remember your poster. I thought it was shameful what you did, Nigel.
You've really created a big mess, Nigel.
I could be your dad.
Don't bring up my dead parent. Are you stupid?
Well, I'm sorry I've offended you.
Well, we had a memorable time in there as well, and it's time to chat to him. It's your latest evictee. It's Fred, everyone. Morning, Fred.
Good morning, how are you?
We're very well, thanks, Fred. Now, Fred, you have had a bit of a time in that camp. First and foremost, what on earth possessed you to go into the jungle in the first place?
Well, it was a test, it was a challenge, and, you know, it's something that I wanted to do for a while, and I just thought, you know, what is it going to be like in there? And I had to try it, but, you know, when I found out I was going in the jungle, I had nightmares for 3 months, you know, dreaming about bugs. I was waking up, I could see them on my pillow, and this is how I prepared. And then I thought, what else am I going to do? So I prepared, I trained for 6 months, grueling training to be ready, because in the jungle, you know, what people don't see on television, it's a very big camp. So, for example, if you want to go and get the wood or the water, you have to go all the way down, and then you have to go all the way up. But because you don't eat anything, it's just rice and beans, you know, you need the calories and you need the energy. And by the end of the day, you know, you are walking so slowly, it's really difficult.
Fred, I'm going to have to say you've really put your foot in it here, because I'm with the Willis, and you've just admitted that you've known for a while you're going in.
Fred Sirieix, I was with you 3 weeks before you went into that jungle, and you didn't tell me a thing.
Okay, Emma, I have to tell you, I was told categorically you mustn't tell a soul. And I didn't tell a soul because, you know, if you tell me something, you can trust me, I'm reliable. And ITV and the people that I signed the contract with said you cannot tell anybody. And I didn't tell anybody but my family, Fruitcake, the children, that's all. And I couldn't do it, you know, and I'm sorry, I know we're going to talk about it in January when we are in Thailand, you know, in Phuket, filming the final of the World Cook, but I just couldn't tell you. I am so sorry, Emma. And you know what? Then the list of the names was leaked, and I couldn't believe it. I don't know who leaked it, but it definitely wasn't me. Maybe it was the people who were telling me not to tell the world.
Well, at least you know it wasn't me, because I didn't have a clue. But now I know why you were training in your pants outside my room last time I saw you.
In my pants? No, yeah. I was just getting changed.
No.
I don't know what goes on in Thailand stays in Thailand. Leave it at that one.
He was doing a little workout outside of his room, and I went outside my room, and I could hear him.
Well, it's a good plug for the show, I'll tell you that.
Fred, let's talk about the situation that happened with Nella. I know, obviously, she's just been on, and you've just heard her speaking as well. But how was it for you? How did you find that whole situation?
Look, for me, it's just a misunderstanding. You know, you're in the jungle. It's like a pressure cooker. You know, and it's just the way it is. But all I will say is that I was very surprised of the hate for Nella when I came out. I think it's totally wrong. It's unfair, and you know, not in my name. So you know, today I did a couple of interviews with journalists, and I said this is not fair, and that's all I will say on that topic. You know, Nella is a lovely girl, and you know, things happen. You move on, and you know, I mean, I don't know what is all this fuss about, to be honest with you.
Well, I think that's a very gentlemanly thing to say, Fred, absolutely.
He's a gentleman.
He is a gentleman. However, Fred, I've got to be honest with you. We know you're a good cook, and I don't want to bring up the beef or kangaroo, shall we say, but you and our Josie, what was going on there? You were like Hawkeye.
Look, in all fairness, the meals that Josie cooked were good. They were good to very good. You know, she could cook the meal on the day. What I was concerned with is how she was able to use and recycle the bones and other vegetables and other peels in order to prepare a stock so that we could improve the day after. And that's it. But this morning, I spoke to my mom. She called me because she knew I was out. And she said to me, Frédéric, you know why she calls me Frédéric? Is because she's upset. Frédéric, what did you do with Josie? Why were you standing on the top there and telling her what to do? What was going through your mind? I got a telling off from my mom. I said, Mom, it's because, Frédéric, I don't want to listen to you. This is unacceptable. You can't do that. And I don't want you to do it again today. I said, Mom, I am not in... What do you mean? She didn't understand that I was not in a jungle, that I was out, that it's a game, and that because of the way everything is edited, you know, and everything, the story is told, then I'm out of the story. And I had to explain to her, I said, Frédéric, if you do that again, I said, Mom, I'm not in the jungle, so I'm not going to do it. Frédéric, do not do it again. I said, Mom, I promise you, I'm not going to do it again. Next time Josie is cooking, I will sit down and say nothing. That's good, Frédéric, but if you do it again, I am going to be very upset with you. She was mad. And I have to say to her, look, Mom, I'm not going to do it again.
Fred, I've got to ask, what was it like to be reunited with Fruitcake?
Oh, my God. That was the best thing. You know, and I walked on the bridge very slowly because I wanted to enjoy that experience of going through the bridge to go and embrace her and give her a hug and give her a kiss because I was just longing for that. And this morning I woke up, I was so tired, I was hungry. It was a difficult morning this morning, and just to embrace her and kiss her and just tell her I love you, and she told me the same, you know, it was just the most beautiful thing. But, you know, my experience in the jungle was a bliss. You know, my goal, my mission in there was to glide inside my head from the beginning to the end and to just have an experience. And it's the first time in my life that I was able to be inside myself, with myself, and just worry about myself. And I just surprised myself, just enjoying the moment, living in the moment, and just enjoying what was in front of me in the present. I have never, ever done that. I mean, Emma, you know me, we work together. I'm 24/7, 365. I'm very intense. But in there, I was the most relaxed I have ever been. And you know, what I take out is the calm, the peace, the serenity of the jungle. And I haven't even had time to think about that because I've come out and today was interviews and pictures and lots of things. This interview, for example, it's 8:30 in the evening. And I want to just find a piece of time when I come back home to just sit down and think of how I'm going to be able to take some of the jungle inside my life and just implement little changes to just make the incremental changes I need to make in order to take more peace and serenity in my life. Because, you know, I'm 51 and I'm closer to 70 than I am to 20 years old. So I have lived the life I've lived all this time, and now I want to make just some small changes to just make it to the next 20 years in just that different way that I've done, just so that I can enjoy time more. Because, you know, life goes so fast. You know, I was in the jungle 3 weeks ago I entered, and I'm already out.
You're out,
very
Fred.
soon it's going to be Christmas, so I need to slow down the time.
Fred, it's so good that you're taking positives
I'm talking
from this.
too much. I'm sorry, I'm talking so much.
We're going to crack the weather in a minute, Fred. I ain't gonna lie.
Like, wrap him up. But if you know anything about Fred, is that he loves to chat.
Well done,
But
Fred.
we love you, Fred.
Well done, mate. We'll see you soon. Final guest today first appeared back on our screens in 2010 and has since become a household name, appearing in shows like The Only Way is Essex, The Jump, and very recently, Celebrity SAS Who Dares Wins.
But despite his successes, James Argent never planned on being a reality star. Instead, his dream was to be a professional wedding singer.
Well, dreams do come true, as Gabrielle once sang, because in 2019, it did become a reality when he formed the Arg Band. They're going to be treating us to a performance in just a minute, but first, James joins us now. James, it's so lovely to see you.
Yes, it's good to be here.
Always a pleasure to see you. James, last time you were on, you were talking about going into Celebrity SAS Who Dares Wins. Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm still here.
You sure?
I'm still here, just about.
How was it?
It was... nothing could prepare me for it, to be honest with you.
No.
I mean, I'll be honest with you, when I told like my friends like Fern and Joey, because they'd done the show, and I told them I was doing it, and they said to me, like, I thought they were going to be, oh, well done, we're happy for you, it's going to be... They were a bit concerned. They were like, oh, I don't know if this is the show for you.
You're a veteran of reality TV, right? And I suppose it's kind of looked at in a similar vein.
Yeah.
But is it very different?
Yeah, it's very different. I've never known the show to be so authentic. Like, when you're literally in there, you're in there. I always build quite a good rapport with, like, producers, directors, the camera crew, and there's no... Like, there was people in the crew that I'd worked with many times before. They wouldn't even look at me.
Like a wall up.
You're not allowed... No contact. The only people you have contact with is literally the DSs and your campmates. It's brutal. Sleep deprivation. Yeah. You're hardly eating. You're getting beasted. All day long, and on top of that, it's more like mental. Like you tell yourself, "I'm doing well, I'm doing well," and then you're getting people screaming at you, telling you how bad.
I think to even go on that show, you've done well. Like no matter if you're out, like first time round or whatever, but to last as long as you did.
Nothing could possess me to want to go on to that.
That is
I mean,
so impressive.
the fact that I got in a position where I could pass a medical to take part was just like... I mean,
that's
a big win.
That's a win anyway.
Yeah, I took the W, yeah.
100%. You were the 9th person to leave the show.
Which was amazing.
But you just reached that breaking point, didn't you?
I got to day 5 out of 7. And yeah, like you said,
seeing this, it's just
8 people went before me. So, I mean, I think most people probably thought I was going to go first, to be honest. So, yeah, I was proud of that, and I'm glad that I finished when I knew that I had absolutely nothing left. I would have been gutted if I, came away early, knowing that I could have done better or could have done more. But I knew that I went when it was the right time.
Yeah. What was the hardest thing?
I think the hardest thing for me was just getting through having like trench foot and jungle rot, because I could. That's what really made me. Towards the end, that's when I couldn't quite keep up with the others, because my feet were just...
If you had not had that, do you think you could have gone on longer?
Potentially slightly longer, but I think I was done mentally. I mean, as you could see in the clip, the moment that I left, I completely broke down, floods of tears. So that kind of told me that, it was.
I mean, just the sound of jungle rot.
Trench foot. I'm like, no, thank you.
I got swamp-eyed a lot.
Oh, I bet you did. We've gone from Celebrity SAS, but we're going to keep it light and fluffy, because you're going to celebrity cooking school now.
Oh, yeah.
Are you a good cook, James?
I forgot even
You're flogging that as well, James. Come on, get on the programme.
No, do you know what? I wouldn't say I was a good cook at all, but that's one of the reasons why I took part in the show. I'm a bit of a fan of Giorgio Locatelli as well, who's like a cool, very cool Italian chef, so it was great to be able to learn from him. I actually done pretty well.
Are you rustling up dishes left, right and centre?
I am, yeah. No more takeaways, microwavable meals. Oh, sorry.
Turn your phone off, James.
I'm going to get in trouble.
The absolute professional.
Sorry.
Reality TV veteran.
I'm so sorry. I thought it was on silent. But yeah, no, it's yeah, no, it's a fun show to do.
Do you know what we love, James? You've probably realised normally we know each other.
Yeah.
And one thing I've not said to you today is happy birthday.
Thank you.
Because it is your birthday and you're probably thinking he's rude.
It is
but
my
it's because
birthday.
we've actually got you.
Oh, a blur as well. Oh, thank you so much.
We didn't have time to light the candles, but it's live telly, James.
Thank you.
Just pretend.
Thank you so much.
Make your wish and pretend.
Oh, thank
blow
you.
it
Yeah,
out.
lovely. Thank you. That's very kind. I appreciate it.
Happy
We've got
birthday,
a little get together down Sheesh if you two fancy
I want to come down tonight.
This evening?
This evening.
Who are you going with?
Well, we've got the band. The band are performing, doing a bit of a showcase. Obviously, you know, you've got the likes of my best mate Mark Wright and people like that will be down there. Lydia and stuff. Yeah, the usual suspects.
So I love that you just kind of dropped in. You know, the band are going to be there. So professional wedding singer was always the dream.
Always.
Reality TV took you away.
Yeah.
And now you've come back.
Yeah, I love it. We've been fortunate enough to do many weddings up and down the country. We've also been doing quite a lot in Spain, Mallorca, Ibiza, Portugal. Yeah, just outside Barcelona, we've Marbella, of course.
Well, I mean, I was in Marbella not long ago when Linda had the death fall, and the night before she had the fall, I was sitting with you on stage in Elliot.
Yes. Yeah, we had a... I love my gigs.
There we are.
I love my gigs. I had to get Rylan up. Rylan was sitting down enjoying his dinner, and I was like, come up and join me for a song, and everyone loved it.
I said to you the second I walked in there, do not drag me up, I'm not going to do it. Elliot just kept giving me porn star martinis all night, and that's what happened.
But also, when you say, I'm absolutely not going to sing, I never buy it.
You know,
he loves it.
Absolutely going to get up there, isn't
he? But, James, it's so nice to see you doing what you actually want to do, because, you know, this industry, it can take you places that you think, oh, I don't really want to do it, but I'm going to do it because obviously maybe there's money on the table or whatever.
I mean,
is it your happy place?
Yeah, because, I mean, you know, so many people have been successful and really built up working on, like, social media and doing loads of, like, posting and stuff, but it's just never interested me. And I don't mind doing the odd reality show if it's, like, positive one or, like, you know, learning. But I just do I'm finally doing something that I really want to do, that I'm proud of, that I've got a lot of pride in, and it's not about the money, it's just about, you know, finally doing something that I want to do.
It's also not about just having a lane, isn't it? Yeah. Why not try different things?
And something you wanted to do was be Peter Pan. Yeah.
Yes, I'm currently performing at the King's Theatre.
Keep juggling
in Portsmouth, and who would have thought that I'd ever be playing Peter Pan? I'm flying on stage.
Stop it.
I'm flying. I'm singing. I'm actually. they've actually given me Defying Gravity, which is. I was hoping for a nice, easy panto song, and they've given me. And they've given me the hardest song to sing in musical theatre and stuff.
Well, James, we adore you. We're going to go and let you get ready to perform.
Can't wait.
So lovely to see you, James.
Thank you.
We just love seeing you thrive, don't we? We really, really do. We're having a good old catch-up here. Welcome back to this morning.
I didn't even realise we're on telly.
Yeah, we're on the telly. Now, you know, she became a household name as a member of the Spice Girls, but in recent years, Geri Halliwell-Horner has turned her hand to writing fiction and publishing 6 children's books.
And she is, as ever, still championing
girl
power in her latest book, Rosie Frost and the Falcon Queen. She's here to tell us more. I'm really excited to meet you properly. We met many, many years ago for about 3 minutes, so this is my first proper meeting. But I do feel like I probably don't have much to talk about, because I think you're going to do it all.
No, not in the slightest.
I know what you're like with Geri.
I mean, me and Geri, we have got a little...
You are super-duper fan.
We are. I'm like the little brother.
Yeah, he's part of my family.
I'm part of the family now.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I made it, Mum.
So you hosted Geri's 50th birthday party?
Did.
Yeah, it did, like, This Is Your Life.
It was very fun.
He was amazing, and he went through all my life in front of everybody. It was brilliant. You were amazing.
It was a pleasure as well, obviously, because I love you and I love Christian, and it was just so nice to be there. And I knew you were working on this, and here it is.
Here it is.
Rosie Frost and the Falcon Queen. So for anyone who don't know who Rosie is, I just want to say she's quite fearless. She's ginger. Does she remind you of anyone?
Well...
He's always fishing, this one.
He's always fishing. You kind of, when you write, I sort of put myself into the characters, but then I sort of borrow other people. You take a bit of you in the others. You kind of use a little bit of life experience. You know, it's like being a chef.
Yeah.
Ingredients.
So who is she? What is she about?
I felt like the world needs a new hero. Someone ordinary, not perfect, someone that, you know, you could identify with. And maybe your older children, you know, around the 12, 13-year-old. And it's about finding the courage you never knew you had. And it's full of adventure. But if you like history and conservation, it's all in there.
I love that in a book, especially for kids' books or books that are aimed at younger people, that you get... It's not just a, you know, a fantasy story.
No, it's this...
You get little bits of reality in there as well.
I've turned the volume up, basically, on real historical facts. If you know anything about Henry VIII, he had that wife... He had his wife executed, Queen Anne Boleyn, OK? Really, if you look at it, he was basically a misogynistic pig. Right, and had...
Jerry said it.
Yeah, he was.
He's not here to defend himself.
He's not here to defend himself, but that was not good behaviour. And Anne Boleyn was quite smart, and she believed in the National Health Service. And the people around him didn't like her, and so she got executed for whatever reasons. But just before she's executed, so she has a 3-year-old little girl, OK, and she makes a rule book with 4 rules in it. OK, so, and she gives this rule book to Queen Elizabeth, becomes the greatest monarch of her time. 500 years later, this rule book is given to Rosie Frost. And they've got these 4 rules, OK? If anyone feels bullied or wants to find their power in any situation, you use these 4 rules, you find the courage you never knew you had. So, and it's kind of through this adventure story she uses them, but you could use it. If you felt bullied.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know, in any situation in your life.
Do you know what's so lovely about this? Obviously, the book is fantastic, but seeing the way you talk about it is probably the greatest joy about it.
Oh, thank you.
Tell, you know, a lot of people, they'll put their name to a book and stuff. You can tell that you've done this.
Oh, my God.
Because the passion that is within you. And am I right in saying this has took you, like, nearly a decade to do this book?
OK, it's probably 7 years.
It's one book?
Yeah, because you're writing the whole, like, the whole land that goes with it. And then I put a bit of myself into it because my father died when I was young. And if anybody out there has suffered from grief, and when I was young, I was almost embarrassed about it. You know, like us English, we sort of try and hide our tears. And so Rosie Frost, the opening chapter, she loses her mother. And she's pulled out of the classroom and told, your mother is dead. That happened to me. It was my father. I was in an English literature class and told, and I was so, like, uncomfortable.
You just remember it.
Yeah, so, but I used it in the story, because there's loads of stories where you get orphans, but this story is unairbrushed, is real, but then it's full of humour and adventure at the same time.
Yeah.
And they've got characters which I like. OK, so there's Charlie. The boys, you know, they're great guys, but the boys cry. The girls save the boys.
Yeah.
You know, they're the modern-day heroes.
Yeah.
I mean, some would call that girl power.
Yeah, potentially, yes. Nothing wrong in that.
But it really, really is. And like I said, you know, look, it's a great read, especially for the kids and things like that.
And you, actually,
but for the adults.
Have you read it yet?
I haven't read it.
My
I
husband...
listening to the audiobook.
The audio...
Do you do the
which
audiobook?
was a trial.
Jerry, is it your voice?
It took me 8 days to do it.
It's a long while.
It's a long while. And it's now, you can say, because I sound like a show-off otherwise.
No, I love it. I just love it.
Yeah, it's #1 audio in the world. Yay!
And so it should be.
But I think it was important to do audio because if people don't want to read, sometimes, you know, the audio is just...
Yeah. You can just have it on.
I do find as well, though, that
when
you're reading a book of somebody that you know so well, you want to hear that voice telling you the story.
Yeah, and I felt like it's a really nice way to connect. My music's in it. There's 2 songs on there as well.
I remember when you were doing them.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, she's doing no music.
Yeah.
I love the book. We adore the book. Well done on the audiobook as well.
Thank you
That's
so
an amazing feat. It really, really is.
Yeah. Anyone, you've written a book.
I know, but listen...
You know, anyone that's done that.
This is about you, and you know full well I'm not going to let you get off of that sofa until you tell me that you and the girls are going to get back together for the 30th anniversary and headline Glastonbury. Just say it.
At some point, I think that's a really good idea.
Don't palm me off, Jerry Halliwell.
I would never do that. I would never. Do you know what? The Spice Girls belongs to everyone, and I think you're absolutely right. It deserves to be celebrated.
So, yes?
At some point, I always like to be honest and straight. So when the time is right, you know, when that is, whatever day that is, I'll tell you first.
You promise?
Yeah, absolutely.
Can you tell me second?
Yeah, I'll text you.
Yeah, you text me. I'll
say it's now.
We'll just do like Chinese whispers and just be like,
oh. You could come on, couldn't you, really?
Right, stop this now, because that's a verbal contract.
I tell you what, he'll never let you forget it.
Can I just tell you something, right? Do you remember when he was in the X Factor?
Yes.
Right. And you were practicing.
That's where we first met.
Yes, and you know, and I love it because you know they wanted to sort of make fun, didn't they, a little bit? And who's laughing now?
We're all laughing, babe.
Who's laughing now? I love that.
I do hope that there is some form of reunion with you girls soon because it is the most amazing night out.
Yeah.
I went to the last tour that you did.
Did you?
Absolutely loved it. It was
we loved it.
Yeah, it's always lovely to be.
It's a joyous occasion.
I saw Emma the other day. She came to Christian's party.
I just love it. I love the fact that
like
you're all still so
night out.
That was like a super group.
Yeah.
Can I just say, Gary, if you're watching, oh my God, you know when you know someone, you know you've seen them. I've seen him perform, but to perform in front of a small crowd intimately, he was amazing. Can you imagine you got to perform in front of someone from the Rolling Stones?
It's a bit of
Rod
pressure.
Stewart. I mean, the pressure, and he's there gave him a little electric piano, and he was brilliant. I was like...
G, we adore you.
G?
I love her. Rosie Frost, the Falcon Queen. It's out now. Go and get this. It is so nice to see you.
Thank you. So nice to see you,
We love you, Jerry. We love you.
Gorgeous.
And Jonathan joins us now. Hi, Jonathan.
Jonathan.
I like
Alison.
straight away that clip. I am in.
You're in.
Is there lots of steamy scenes? That's all I want to know.
There's definitely some, there's
Really?
some steam. It's a big romance over 30 years, 4 decades. So there's a lot of quite incredible intimacy.
I saw the first episode last night.
Did you?
Yeah, and it's this. Because it's based on a novel, isn't it? Of 2000.
The source material is a novel by Thomas Mallon. The show is written by Ron Nicewainer, who wrote Philadelphia with Tom Hanks. And he's come back and he's just sort of created this incredible story, really, of queer liberation over 40 years. And it starts at the most extraordinary time, which I knew nothing about, in the 50s in 53.
Yeah.
And it was the moment of McCarthyism, where they were flushing out communists in the federal government. And attached to that is a lesser-known moment called the Lavender Scare, where President Eisenhower released an order which was triggered a witch hunt, basically, to flush out gay men and women from government, as they were seen to be weak and deviants and vulnerable to coercion. And
even though so many of those men would have fought in the Second World War under Eisenhower.
Exactly, yeah, of course. And it was such a traumatic time that we know so little about. And that's where it starts, and you meet the two characters, Tim and Hawke, and it follows them over 40 years. And...
But what's so great about it, Alison, is it flashes back, so it goes to the 80s, where obviously the HIV/AIDS crisis is devastating the community. And so then you flash back, so you just see how hard and what they've had to endure over, 30, 40 years.
30 years, yeah. And then also the pockets of joy of the rise of disco in the 70s, and then in the 60s, the Vietnam War. But it's just an extraordinarily well-researched TV series, which I think is vital viewing. So it's amazing to be able to talk about it here.
Yeah. It's so important, stories like this, though, to be out there.
Yeah.
People to be seeing those sort of stories. Because I know your character would have been the same age as your nana.
That's right,
And does she even remember any of that stuff?
Well, it was a breakthrough moment. I hung out with Nana on Saturday night, and we worked out she was born in 1930. Yeah. So she's 93 now, and she was exactly the same age as the character that I play. So it was amazing to be able to bond with her. She loves this story and this show, and there's moments in her history that she has been shocked by, understanding about the fact that there were gay people around in a way that she didn't understand. And actually, there was a colleague of hers that she shared a desk with, who was gay, and he took his own life. Oh. And it's only watching this series that has allowed her to really, grieved the fact that she didn't have the understanding because the stories weren't there. And that's why representation is so important.
Yeah.
And this show is huge in America, and it's just as important for us over here to get behind it.
Well, that's the thing, because you look at it, and I was watching it last night, I just got my phone out just to remind myself about Section 28.
Yeah.
So basically, prohibiting just talking, really, about homosexuality within schools, that was only repealed in 2003. And that's like,
unbelievable, isn't it?
In this country in 2000, you wouldn't think that, would you? Like, it feels like a...
And you realise that now, as you know, I'm 35, but the impact of that for gay people is huge. And there's an amazing charity that I've just started working with. And I know when Bridgerton, the second series, came out, you were amazing. And you came to see me in a play, and you were one of the people who gave me really good sound advice, because it was kind of overwhelming. But one of the things I was really sort of struck by is the platform that you get given when you're in a Netflix show. Anyway, cut to 2 years later, I found this charity Just Like Us, which is about going into the schools and just making sure there's a presence of positive LGBT plus messaging. And so I'm going to be working with them for the next couple of years. But it's just like, it's exactly that. I realised it was not in the curriculum, so I felt very alone, and it's a very common experience to not even have people in the classroom, or, you know, if there's nothing in the books that you're reading, and it's like you're twice as likely to be bullied if you are a gay person. But if there's positive LGBT plus messaging around you, 100% of everyone's mental health and happiness increases. So it's a no-brainer. And Just Like Us is the charity that's doing it, and they're putting ambassadors into schools, so I'm really excited.
Oh, mate, well done.
Really good, really good. And good on you, giving him some advice. So nice.
We have to talk a little bit about... Well, firstly, what a great part for you, and did you deliberately want to go with something like this off the back of it?
Because it's completely different, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it's completely different, but also the same genre. So it's like taking, tickling some of the Bridgerton fans and just guiding them along with a conga light.
Like a little tickle on us Bridgerton fans.
But then again, I guess kind of Bridgerton is about not being able to live the life you want to live. That's the subtext of most of the characters.
Well, and also, if there's ever a character, it's Anthony Bridgerton who knows about yearning.
Yeah.
So that's where the characters, I think, cross over. But yeah, it was an amazing moment where you suddenly, for the first time, having worked, for 20 years, and people go, what do you want to do? And it just so happened that at that moment in time, this is exactly the sort of story that would not have even been told 10 years ago. Because we've come so far, and it's with a gay cast, it's written by gay creatives, and it's just beautiful storytelling and writing.
I don't know how you do it, because I know you were juggling 3 jobs while doing this. Is that right? You were doing Wicked.
Yeah,
you were doing this. And then what else was you doing?
And B-Town, Bridgerton, yeah.
I don't know how you juggle. So 1 minute you're in America, 1 minute you're in England.
Yeah, do you know, it was exactly a year ago today, because it's World AIDS Day today. And yeah, this day last year I was playing Tim, unfortunately in the San Francisco 80s AIDS ward. I went straight from set, got on a plane, came to London, went straight to a Regency ball without sleep, and then had a snooze, and then found myself dancing with Ariana Grande at the Ozdos Ballroom, and then got on a flight, and then went back to the Vietnam War.
Great!
So yeah, so it wasn't at all confusing.
And Cynthia Erivo's in with this. I mean,
she's amazing.
What a voice!
She's and beyond that, her
alphabet. It's unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah, she's so grounded, and I sing a duet with her, and honestly, it's like being on a roller coaster when you're singing.
It must
the G-force. Yeah.
So, and you're playing Fiyero in that.
Yeah, the Prince of Winky Town.
Oh, this is everything.
What's the story about when the actors' strike happened? You had 4 days that contractually you were able to work, but no one else could work, so you were just literally on your own. I
was the only Brit on an equity contract, and obviously, we've got to say the SAG strike was amazing. The deal that they got, brilliant.
Yeah.
So it meant that I was the only one called in for 4 days.
Who could work?
Yeah. And so there's going to be maybe some cutaways with me dancing in the corner.
On your own.
On my own. Or was I was opposite 2 amazingly brilliant stand-ins who were wearing their wigs.
Well, listen, we couldn't let you go. You come back to us, so we thought we'd have a gift, Alison.
Yes, this is it. This is the Alison. This is my favourite tipple. So this is Jonathan's Baileys.
Oh, that's so good.
Do you love it?
It's got my little face.
It's so good, isn't it?
Thank you so much. Should we pop that in our coffee?
Yeah, we should.
Yes,
let's do it.
Let's start Christmas right now.
Yes.
Jonathan.
So lovely to see you.
You too.
Fellow Travellers is streaming now on Paramount+.
Get on it. It's so good.
Now, our next guest became the youngest recording artist to have a #1 album on the classic charts. And now Charlotte Church is empowering inspirational youngsters on their very own musical journey.
Now, as we saw earlier on in the show, she's become the new vocal coach for the Action for Children Young Carers Aloud Choir. And she joins us now to tell us all about it. How exciting is this?
Hi, guys.
How you doing?
Welcome to the show. It's good to see you.
And you.
We saw the VT. It looked incredible.
Yes.
How did you find the whole experience?
It was really special. I was quite surprised by how amazing it was. The young carers themselves are just delightful young human beings, and you could really see like the passion that they had for singing and for music, the connection that they had with each other, but also that this was just like such an out of the ordinary experience for them. I think that often with for young carers, what they do sort of goes a bit unnoticed.
Yeah.
And so just to really have like a lot of focus and a lot of nurture for them.
Look at their little faces when they saw you surprise them. What was that like to just give them that much joy when you came into the room?
Yeah, I think it was wonderful. I think loads of them didn't know who I was. Loads were like, who's this? Who are you bringing in now like we're supposed to care?
Everyone knows
but no, they were so delightful. And then, you know, there were definitely a few of them that were like, oh my gosh, Charlotte. And it was wonderful. And I feel honoured to be a part of the whole thing, to be honest.
And just to highlight, even they look so young, they're all carers, they're all working in the homes and caring for people at the moment.
Yeah,
their family
absolutely.
members, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful.
So it's I had a lot of conversations with some of the different young people there, and they care for different members of their family. It's often really hard, like really quite a lot of adult responsibility put on young shoulders, but it can be really isolating as well. And so, yeah, I was in awe. I was absolutely in awe of these young people, their resilience, their adaptability, but also there's just their joy in the face of adversity as well. But what they got from each other was the thing. It was crazy emotional. Like, I'm basic. Well, tonight for the performance, I'm going to be on the verge of tears the entire time.
Yeah, it is happening tonight. I'm going to come, by the way. I'm going to come.
Yes!
But they're also coming in tomorrow. How was the rehearsals? How did they cope with everything?
They were so good. And again, I genuinely say this as like, I was shocked. They were so quick. They picked everything up really quickly. They were just excellent and able to turn everything that I was telling them, like to literally put into practice immediately. So...
Are you quite strict as a mentor? What kind of mentor are you?
I think I'm pretty soft. I'm pretty soft and nurturing. I love to love them all up.
Do you think you could teach this one how to sing? Because we were saying earlier, he wants to start singing.
Of course, absolutely. I can teach you all to sing, my love.
Could you?
Yeah, it wouldn't take long, absolutely.
Great. So how do you start? What do you start off with? Warm-ups?
I think the first thing that you start with when it comes to any sort of... So first of all, take the idea of singing out and then start talking about making sound. Because I think a lot of people feel so immediately, like, inhibited and vulnerable, like, oh, I'm not a singer, I can't do that. So you strip out the idea of singing, you strip out the idea of, like, being in tune, and you just start making sound. So you might start with some, sighs.
Are we doing this now live on television?
You actually want to do it. Go on, give it a go.
Let's go. What are we doing?
And
not worry about it.
Exactly. And then you might, ooh, and just start experimenting with different vowel sounds. Different, maybe not quite there.
You sound like an animal.
A bit R&B on it all.
Yeah, and so there's so many ways to start really exploring the voice, and there's just so much science now, there's so much data backed by how good it is for us, whether it's about regulating the nervous system, whether it's about expanding the lung capacity. So for physical, mental, emotional, and I would argue spiritual health, singing and music is, I think, the most powerful tool we have.
Gets you breathing properly as well.
Absolutely.
this time of year, many, many moons ago, was the first time I ever interviewed you. And I don't know if you remember, it was on Fifth Avenue. She was a baby, and you were heading up the Macy's Thanksgiving/Christmas parade. And I remember looking at you, and you just looked so young.
Yeah.
And this enormous thing you were about to do. And I was thinking, how is this young head dealing with this whole situation? Do you remember it?
I do remember it. And I tell you the reason I remember it, because we've got a photo that my parents always take the mickey out of me.
Oh, look how young you was there.
I was about 14, and I was in a proper 14-year-old mood.
Was you?
Yeah, so I was just like, ugh. I was like just grumpy.
Yeah.
And yeah, my parents, and I just had to sort of, you know, put on the face. But also, I got to sing with Usher that day.
Did you?
I sang Silent Night with Usher.
Right. It was beautiful.
Wow.
Places was in tears. Fifth Avenue in tears listening to it. It was amazing.
Unbelievable. I mean, you've met so many. You've met Usher. Hello.
Yes, totally.
Did you ever get any great advice from any of the greats at all?
Not necessarily great advice, but I think the best advice I ever got given was actually from my parents.
What did they say?
I mean, loads of things. They've given me, you know, a lot of wonderful advice, but there's something that sticks with me, and I think it was really about staying humble.
Yeah.
And they always used to say, you make sure you're nice to people on the way back up, because you're going to need them on the way back down, and there will be a back down. Yeah. And so, yeah, so you just be kind to everybody.
Yeah, it's so true.
There has been some big decisions made in the White House over the years, over in Washington, but I don't think anyone's ever done their GCSEs there, except for you.
Yeah.
Did that really happen, and how?
Yeah, I think I did two GCSEs in the White House. Yeah, that was a novel experience.
But how? Why there? You just needed a...
I was actually singing at George Bush's something or other.
Did they just give you a little room then?
Yeah.
A little room to go and do
and an adjudicator and a cup of tea. That was my overarching remembering of it, is that I got to have a cup of tea, and then my counterparts in school, my friends in school were like, you've got to have a cup of tea! It was like a big sticking point.
Did you pass?
I did, yeah.
I bet you did.
With flying colours.
Flying colours.
Flying colours. Let's talk about your retreat, because it's such a lovely place to dream in. How is it going, and can I come one day?
Oh, my gosh, please. Please do. It is so joyful.
It looks beautiful.
I'm a practitioner there as well, and I am, again, just humbled, and I feel so lucky to be giving this experience to people, like the transformations that people go through. It really feels very democratic, very open. There's all sorts of different people breaking bread around the table, healing together, exploring, and it feels exactly as I imagined it feeling. Like, you know, during the whole renovation process, I had like 2 years to really dream in the experience of how I wanted people to feel, and it was all around connection to nature, connection to each other, connection to joy, to play, to awe and wonder. And so I feel like it massively cultivates those like really positive human attributes.
You might have 2 visitors there.
Please,
let's go.
Please come and see me.
So good to see you. Thank you so much.
Good luck tonight in Battersea.
I'm so excited to work with them again.
For children as well. Well, now, as
don't sing it when they're here.
I know, it's
That's
embarrassing.
crazy.
Stop, Alison. Well, now, as they re-release a collection of their greatest hits, we're joined by 2 band members, sisters Caroline and Andrea Corr. Good morning to both of you.
Morning.
How are you?
Good morning.
A new album. I've just looked at the front of this album, and I've got to say, you don't age. Look at you, beautiful.
Well, I think
But I've got to ask, girls, does it ever get boring working with siblings?
Wow.
Time.
I mean, the opening question.
It is. Let's see. Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think it gets boring. It's interesting. It gets
feisty.
It gets strange. but yeah, we managed to do it for a number of years, so it doesn't get boring.
You've done so well.
Look, the music is fantastic. It's also timeless. I'm right back there when I hear it. You know, it's fantastic. A musical family, kids growing up playing music together. Tell us what it was like.
We had
our parents were really musical, so they really encouraged us to follow that path. So we just grew up, you know, playing instruments, and early on we started to write music. So it just felt natural for us to do that. I mean, it's strange though that one of us didn't think of having another career, but we didn't.
It wasn't allowed.
It wasn't allowed. Yeah. So yeah, we just grew up like that.
What a gift! What a gift for parents to give their kids. The gift of music.
Yeah,
that's so true.
Yeah,
I think so. I mean, we called our dad all taught us the piano. And, you know, we used to call them the terrifying piano lessons. Well, I did, because they were a nightmare for me. And Caroline was amazing. She'd be like twinkling along, and I'd go after her going, oh, no. But it is such a, it's good to persevere, I think, as a parent. I mean, because, you know, we write our songs on the piano. It's led to our whole lives. So I think it's worth it, yeah.
And I didn't actually know that Fleetwood Mac was actually the start of your career. They helped you, didn't they?
Well, just for that, for Dreams, for sure. I mean, the first time I remember, I was just talking about this the other day, I remember being in the first time in the UK that I'd heard properly our music being played was on Radio 1, and it was Dreams, and it was our version that we had done of Dreams, and that just happened by accident that we did that version, and it became then it just started to get played, and it became something bigger than we had even anticipated at the time. So. Yeah, I mean, there was a few songs before that were sort of slightly known, but nothing like the way that Dreams.
Because it just went, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it did, yeah.
Well, do you know what I loved about it as an Irish person was seeing traditional Irish instruments like the fiddle and the fiadog and stuff.
Yeah.
But in that kind of arena, seeing that on Top of the Pops, that was a really special thing.
Yeah.
And it must have been for you guys as well, was it?
It was. I mean, well, you see, Top of the Pops was like a ritual in our house, watching that growing up. To be on there with our music, you know, all of that, and with the Celtic instrumentation. I mean, it's you know, we've just come back from having toured in Australia and New Zealand, and we're in the Philippines and stuff. It was amazing, but like it's so strange how that music seems to just. It becomes universal. It's like, I mean, it gets everybody going. So it feels good.
It's because the foundations of the music are so solid. I think because you're all really, really good musicians, and that's why it's timeless. That's why it kind of goes all around the world, and everyone just buys into it, don't you think?
Thanks.
Well, no, I really do. I'm just very proud of you.
That's good. That's lovely.
What's it like being on tour again, actually? I mean, it's been a while. Is it the last time you toured?
It's been a while. The last time was 2016, I think. So it's a while. But, you know, it was amazing this time. I mean, to go that far away, and people have waited a long time for us to come back, particularly the Philippines and Indonesia. And we got a lot of love, and it just felt great, you know, at this point to go back with nothing to prove, just playing to people who love your music.
Isn't it?
It's so nice.
Do you enjoy it better the second time around, do you think?
Definitely. I mean, I don't think we ever thought that we would go back to those territories, you know, 22, 23 years later, and think that we would still be doing big shows at that point.
And of course, there's no pressure on you anymore, is there? There's no pressure.
There's no pressure. You're just you're a lot more relaxed.
They've made all their money, Al. They're completely minted. They're just doing it for the crack now.
It is for the crack.
Just for the crack.
I love just all these great songs. All these songs are brilliant memories as well. You know, which one? I know you must have one that you just love playing the most. Which one is it?
Imagine if I say something that's not on the record, which is likely to happen. Runaway is always very special.
Favourite.
Everywhere. Well, you sing it very well.
Like you run away, run away. That's how I changed it a little bit, but yeah.
Don't support this situation. Right
we
here.
like it. We like this.
Do you know what? I remember you was actually mentioned in the same vein as the Beatles. How incredible is that? Do you ever think about that? Look how humble you are.
Look, think about it all the time.
It's nice to be mentioned in those terms, but, you know, as a band, you don't really believe those things yourself, you know.
Can I tell you a little secret? As a 15-year-old boy in Ireland, I took up the bassoon to try and go out with your sister, Sharon.
Is Sharon aware of this at all? Yeah.
She is now.
Yeah.
The student teacher said you're not good enough, and it never happened.
And it didn't work.
No.
Was she even aware?
She is now.
She is now. She is now.
I was young and in love.
Let it go.
I was young and in love.
It might be too late.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. The new album is out. The best of the cause. Thank you.
There we go. Look at that. Fantastic album as well. You can read all the lyrics and everything. Old school stuff. Love it. Right. Come
Just so brilliant. Charlotte joins us now. Were you surprised by the reaction from the judges?
Oh, my God.
Everything on social media?
So surprised. The judges, I do believe they've got to be scripted, what they say. They were saying I sounded like Joss Stone.
Listen, I will take that all the way.
Did you know you could sing?
Well, I was a bit of a shower singer, a bit of a karaoke singer. Listen, I'm no Mariah Carey or Christina Aguilera, you know what I mean? Or Rochelle.
Oh, but...
Listen, but I can carry a tune.
Yeah.
Well, you can more than carry a tune. Is this now something that you feel a little bit confident in? Is this a new direction for you?
No, right, listen, I came back from doing the Masked Singer, which was such a great experience, right? And I suddenly was on a flight going somewhere, I can't remember, and I got a text off my agent and she went, "You won't guess who Paramount Plus want to sing on their festive advert."
Stop.
And I was like, what? This can't be happening. It can't be me. Anyway, I lost signal on the plane. So I couldn't actually get the answer until I landed 6 hours later. So I was on the edge of my seat. And then when I landed, she was like, "It's you." And I was like, what? No. I'm singing on Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus, the one that does films, like a huge, huge thing. And they want me to sing for their festive advert.
Right. Oh, my goodness. So this is now a new thing. This is a new chapter.
Do you know what I love about the Masked? What I love about the Masked Singer is that I'm guessing because you're dressed up and you're singing and dancing in an outfit, you feel a bit more confident. Yeah. How did you feel, dressed up singing like that?
Right, so I was confident, right, but I got there and I really, really believed that it wasn't live singing. I thought, you're wearing the mask, no way, it'll be too muffled, they'll never be able to hear it properly. They must pre-record it so I don't feel as bad because I was so scared. I got there and they went, "So live singing Saturday night, are you ready?" And I went, "What?" I went, "You have to sing the whole song out there in front of a Spice Girl."
Oh, yeah, I mean, there's pressure there, isn't there?
So I was terrified, honestly, but I couldn't back out by the time I got there. It's a long flight.
The deal's done. The thing that always shocks me with The Masked Singer, and we hear a lot about the show over here, obviously, is just how serious it's taken.
Oh,
Aston, a friend of mine, did it, and they pick you up, and you're like you have to change into another outfit when you leave the house. Like,
we had
it's really serious.
In the Australian one, they only have military men who work on it, and your chaperone is a military man who is like fully like sergeant major. Like that's how serious it's taken, and so secret.
Wow. So did you have a clue about anybody else?
No,
Not
literally until I watched it and it came out and the masks were being revealed. That's when I realised who everyone was. LaToya Jackson was in mine.
No.
Yeah.
Singing in it.
Yeah.
What? Stop it. What's surprising to me is you just don't realise, do you? When you're here and you watch telly over here, I used to love Geordie Shore. Mm-hmm. That would be my thing on like a Sunday, watching loads of episodes of you guys having the best time. You just don't believe the reach that it has overseas.
Oh, it's
Geordie
huge.
Shore is huge in Australia, hence the Australian Masked Singer.
Australia, Brazil, Italy, Netherlands, New Zealand, everywhere. It's huge. It's so big. I feel so lucky that I've had the opportunity to fly all over the world and work in nearly every country.
Isn't it great to find out new things about yourself, though? The fact you can sing, go off in these pathways. It's brilliant.
Yeah, I know.
Look, you're nearly taking my eye out with the sparkles on your left hand. Look at that engagement ring.
I'm newly engaged, everyone!
There you go.
There you go.
I'm getting married!
He's hiding. Jake is hiding in the background behind the Christmas tree. So where are you, Jake?
Oh, my God! Trying not to be on the telly.
How are you?
There you go. We've done it to you. Sorry, Jake. Sorry.
Oh, he's a looker.
Jake, you did
very
it
sexy.
incredibly well with that ring. Goodness me, it nearly blinded us all as you came in.
I know, it's gorgeous.
Oh, what are we looking at here? This is...
So that's the engagement, which actually we're filming for my TV show, Charlotte in Sunderland. That is actually airing the full engagement in like 2 weeks, I think.
OK, so where were you? That does not look like it was in Newcastle. OK, there we go.
Dubai.
OK, in Dubai. What a beautiful backdrop.
I know.
So when's the big day?
Not for a while. I want more babies.
Okay.
So that's my priority. I love to have a long engagement. Can't wait for the wedding, but I think 2026, 2027, more babies are my priority. I love being a mum.
Do you?
The best thing that's ever happened to us, Rochelle. It's just so fulfilling.
And it just changes your sort of the level of importance of everything, doesn't it?
I even feel like I got a little bit emotional saying that because, no, honestly, I just love being a mum. It's just changed my life. I feel like the person I am now is just...
That is so special.
She's made us feel like I'm born again.
You can see that. You can see that. It's so lovely.
How many kids?
5.
5. Jake, run, Jake.
Let me just tell you one thing. I'm at 3, and girl...
3 would be good. 3 would be good.
4 in my house.
4.
And when they get to their teens, you'd be crying for different reasons.
Well, girls in their teenage years are meant to be the worst. I was bad for you.
Yeah, and we've got a lot of that door slamming to look forward to. Yeah, we've got a lot of door slamming. That's what I remember.
I was a gorgeous teenager. They can turn out...
Boys are great. It's girls when they get the periods.
Tell me about the singing. What next? Because a little door has been opened here.
Yeah.
And you could stride right through it.
Advert.
Yeah, why not?
Christmas album next year?
No. I'd do a charity song.
Okay.
I'd do a charity song for a breast cancer charity because my mum just had breast cancer. She's had the all clear, which is amazing.
Brilliant.
So I'd like to do something to raise some money, maybe for the ward she was on. They were really, really great. So something like that, but I don't think I'd go seriously into it. I think people might laugh.
No, because hey, we heard you sing. You can really sing. Maybe musical theatre? Maybe a musical?
I don't think I could be bothered. I'm quite lazy sometimes.
She's busy.
You're gonna have
She's got
5
her
kids.
hands full.
I need to have my children.
She's got
you know.
5 kids. She's got a wedding to plan.
I've got to plan it all in.
Well, listen, if anyone can, you can.
Yeah.
I get that feeling about you. Whatever you put your hand to, it somehow happens.
Hopefully. I hope so.
I like the way you reveal live on television to Jake, your fiancé, that he's going to have 5 kids.
Yeah.
He looked
there you go. So pleased he came to work with her today. Thrilled.
Would you like to tell me before you say it on TV?
Well, congratulations.
Thank you so
for
much.
everything, and congratulations as well, your mum getting the all clear. That's brilliant news.
Oh, I know it is. It really is. We're all over the moon.
Good luck. We'll see you back on the sofa next year with your Christmas album.
Okay.
Lumpy? You are kidding me?
I don't get it. I just don't get it.
It was lovely. I'm delighted to say Leighton and his partner Nikita join us now.
Yeah. Oh, yes. Here they come.
Da, 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 da.
I love it.
Good morning.
I'm going to start entering like that every day. I love it.
Nice to see you.
You too.
Good to see you
I
both.
love those colours, my friend.
Oh, cheers, mate.
Well, first of all, congratulations, quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Here we go. This is exciting.
No, very much so.
Yeah, very, very happy to be through. It was a night, but we move.
It really was a night,
Yeah.
and for me, really unjust. Mixed comments, and I know that's part of the process, as part of the show. It's going to be a bit of light and shade, and I suppose everyone has to go on a journey, as it were. Do you think because, you know, your natural ability to move and to dance is kind of undeniable, do you think you've got a bit of a sort of tougher hand because you're already quite good?
Maybe potentially, like, I feel like they've just been kind of giving us our critiques on our ability the whole ride, and I must say it wasn't, like, our best performance, so it was kind of fair. And I just took it on the chin a little bit. I was just like, do you know what? I had a feeling that day. I don't know. Do you know when you just feel it? Walked into the building, I was like, all day, and I was a bit like, hey, is that you okay? I was like, oh, just... I don't know, I felt like something
You know when it's coming. You know when it's coming.
There's something in the air.
You on a bad day is my dream. May I just add? That's crazy.
It's funny, though, isn't it? Because it's so scrutinised and people are out looking at every reaction.
Everything.
And with the chat with Shirley and the reaction to that, and people, oh, Shirley's being a bit unfair, she has a problem with you. Talk to us through that whole scenario.
No. I feel like the judges always gives us positive feedback. Like, we take what they say, we think about it. Obviously, if it was a bit lumpy, like Shirley says...
Not lumpy.
Oh, that's what he said to me.
He said it.
But it was... Well, that's hopefully not lumpy, but It's still, we take it on the chin, we think about it, we go back and we work on it. So judges know their job and that's why they're there.
And sometimes when it's going really well, you just need a little bit of a shake-up to reboot
Absolutely.
it, right?
Exactly. And Miss Shirley has been on board. That tempo has been out a few times, so we heart Shirley.
Yes,
So we can confirm that yourself and Shirley are good.
Always.
Oh, absolutely,
She's head judge, we're very good.
Like us novices that sit there and go, how can you say anything bad?
Yeah,
you know, we don't know enough, do we? I'm supposed to be able...
Speak for yourself, Rochelle.
I've seen you, babe. I'm hoping you're with me. What's exciting, though, is Musicals Week. Now, I mean, if there was a week for you, this is the week, isn't it?
We've got to come through, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, I obviously really wanted to get through to Musicals Week, but our dance is like, it's like a fighting dance. Like, we're going to come back bigger and stronger, hopefully. So.
What is the dance? Which one are you doing?
We're allowed to reveal this. This is an exclusive, y'all. It's an exclusive.
We like that.
We are doing the Paso Doble to the backstage romance from Moulin Rouge.
Oh, my word.
Nice.
So basically Lady Gaga.
So you...
Rap.
But much more dramatic. It's very intense, very much fire. It's
bit of Britney in there
It's
as
very
well.
much fighting, which feels actually perfect after the dance. So feels like the good song to fight.
It's almost like you needed that week last week to channel your fierce.
100%. And when it happened as well, I was like, OK, so this is the journey. You know, everyone says that word. I was like, OK, so this is the competition. Like, I just had a moment in my dressing room. I was like...
Whoa.
10 minutes still. Not a single movement.
Yeah, but that is the thing. I think when people assume you have that natural ability and you are a brilliant dancer, that you're not going to go on a journey. There's still a journey to be had.
Oh, 100%. And no matter what everybody's different abilities are before they go on, like, I've been so open and honest about, like, what I've done. People have seen me on the stage, like, that's not like, do you know what I mean? So I get it, but, like, you don't see us in the rehearsal room, like, really pushing and trying to just, like, one-up ourselves every single time. And obviously, not every week that can happen, but this week, we're hoping to shut it down.
Yes, I have no doubt.
Great entertainers. It's great to watch, but also there's an important job you're doing out there. You're representing the LGBT plus Q plus community.
Close.
So many letters. So many letters.
LGBT. There's so many, to be fair.
But it's I'm surprised. I'm not surprised by the fact that you get trolled.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
On social media.
Yeah.
I can't get over it, but I understand it happens so much. We hear this story on the surface.
Yeah. It's just one of them things that I kind of. I had in my mind that maybe it would happen, but then, I don't know, it's like, really? Are we still there?
We always like to think that people like that don't exist.
Yeah, but I think it's more so because I'm quite effeminate sometimes and I would like to wear this and I do, like, whatever I want, and the team are really behind us. And it's like, can you not just dress as a man? I'm like, please, put a suit on. I'm like, God...
I'm expressing myself in the way I want to. Absolutely.
You're wearing a suit and you look absolutely...
I'm wearing a suit now, you know.
Honestly,
maybe I should have put a shirt on.
Honestly, also just to see, like, we get a bit defensive of our partners, and just to see sometimes people speaking things or saying things that shouldn't be saying, and just to see sometimes things also get to him, and that's a personal side. And I find it a bit sad and unnecessary, because in the end of the day, we just want to make people happy. We just want to be happy. We just want to put on a show, and that's about it.
You are human, and you know those words do land, don't they? You know, there's somebody behind that phone that's going to see that.
Exactly. I'm sure you know how it feels. Like you can have 1,000 amazing messages, and there's just one being like, oh, da-da-da. You're like, oh. But in these moments, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Even Beyonce has haters, so let's move. You know what I'm saying?
So joyful what you're doing is so joyful, and everybody loves you, including, and of course, your mum.
Mum's on board.
She's so on board. She sent us a little message.
What?
Yes.
Stop.
Yes.
Hi, Leighton. Hi, Nikita. I just want to say how very, very proud of you I am. I know you already know this, but, you know, I have to keep on saying it. I know you're doing this for me, and I can't explain how much it means to me. You're both doing absolutely amazing. Keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on enjoying it and be the fantastic couple that you are. I can't wait to watch you on Saturday. Love you. Bye.
Love you, Mum.
I mean, no one's comments.
Mum.
You can, all the judges in the world, the comments would never land like your mum's.
So cute.
How does it feel having her as such a strong support system behind you?
It's adorable. First of all, love that she snuck into my room to record that.
Did she?
I redecorate my room, so I know what you're doing there, Mum, but love you for that.
She wanted the aesthetic look.
Yeah, she's going for that.
She had a little look in the drawer and thought she was while I'm here.
Probably. Sometimes she says she goes there just to be calm and, like, sit on the bed. No,
she
love her
misses
to
you.
bits. Yeah, she's... we went back home, didn't we, to visit the family, and, you know, I kind of left home at 12 years old, so, like, I've just not been around that often, and, like, all of a sudden, every Saturday, I'm, like, in my family's homes again, on TV, but, like, I'm there, and they're kind of, like, going on the journey with us, and they've done so much to kind of get me to this place, and all the noise and all the silliness, like, I don't really care too much about other people's opinions. It's more about, like, family, friends, loved ones. We just want to do them proud, and that was really special.
Well, you've more than achieved that. She's delighted. Yeah. Good luck for the weekend. I can't wait to see this.
Go smash quarterfinals.
We will.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done.
Keep doing what you do. You make us happy every single weekend.
It's just
Thank
pure
you so
joy.
much.
It really is.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's your real-life drama right here and in Hollywood to talk about with Sam Rubin. Morning,
Sam.
Sam.
Our lovely Sam is live in LA. But before we talk about what's going on with Brad Pitt and everything in his world, let's start with another Brad, Bradley Cooper. I like that, Brad.
Yeah, he's cool.
Good morning, Sam.
Good morning, Craig and Rochelle. Nice to see you both. And we have Christmas decorations here. This from the Grove Shopping Center. I don't know if you have a reindeer going through your heads, but I've got that here.
It looks good on you, Sam. It looks good. You wear it well.
Thank you very much. I tell you what, you know who's going to wear perhaps an Academy Award well is Bradley Cooper, who is not only getting Oscar buzz for acting in this movie, Maestro, but of course he directed it, he co-wrote it. This is about the famous American conductor, Leonard Bernstein, and you're going to see a little bit of a sneak peek of the movie, then conversation here with Bradley and Carey Mulligan. Watch this.
Hello, I'm Lenny.
Hello, Felicia.
I love people so much that it's hard for me to be alone. That music, it keeps me glued to life.
I don't even know how much you need me to.
I might.
If summer doesn't sing in you, then nothing sings in you. And if nothing sings in you, then you can't make music.
Oh, what a trailer.
Yeah, it looks good.
What a trailer.
It is very, very effective. And some viewers may know Leonard Bernstein for his work as an extraordinary composer, West Side Story, among other things. Craig, I was caught by the little ditty you were trying to sing, which is from an American musical as well. On the Town, wonderful town. And then, depending on your age, he conducted these young people's concerts. So if you were a little kid growing up in the 60s or 70s, your parents put you in front of the TV and said, learn from Leonard Bernstein about classical music. And speaking of kids, Bernstein's own children cooperated with this movie. They owned the rights to the music. Wow. They gave those rights to Bradley Cooper. So the first thing I asked Bradley, Carey Mulligan, is did he feel that he honored the family? Was he thinking about that when he made this movie? Look.
Not a concern as much as, like you said, a goal, a privilege, really, because they own the rights to the music or have control over the music. So for them to give them over to us was a huge deal and a responsibility. And I think that I know that they were shocked when I first said to them, well, it's going to be a movie about your parents, equally about your mother. And I think they were sort of like in disbelief. And I think that hopefully by the end they're like, wow, we really, that is what we did. That is what the movie's about.
So that is, in fact, what they did. And let me show you some of the visuals. There are prosthetics here. Bradley Cooper becomes Leonard Bernstein in the most extraordinary way. You tell me which is which. And he ages through the movie. That is Bradley Cooper, unrecognizable. Real Leonard Bernstein to the right, Bradley Cooper to the left. So we've seen prosthetics help other people get Oscars, and it may well happen to Bradley Cooper. Carey Mulligan is terrific here as well, and she talks about the relationship this couple, a married couple, had in real life, and about working so closely and so intimately with Bradley Cooper on this movie.
Lenny had the most welcoming, joyful, fun energies. And when you came on the set, there wasn't a sense of, like,
panic of, OK, this is all the things we have to get done. There was just a sort of welcome to the party, you know. It was like, you're here, great, let's have a drink. Let me light you a cigarette. You know, that was how it felt to come onto the set as an actor. So my favourite thing was when people would come in that hadn't experienced it yet, and I'd be like, get ready. It was so much fun. And, you know, it really was. It was just the most fun thing because, you know, he'd spent 6 years doing everything that made it possible for him to get there and actually make it a joyful experience for everyone else.
Speaking of joy, the joy of making music is depicted in the most extraordinary way. Leonard Bernstein, obviously a conductor, and Bradley Cooper at the lectern with the stick in hand has these scenes of masterful conducting. This scene, shot in a church, is absolutely magnificent. And Bradley Cooper spent a long time working with real conductors to learn how to conduct. And that is among the highlights of a movie that I think is going to get an awful lot of awards attention. Later in December, we're going to hear nominations for Critics' Choice, Golden Globes. Oscar nominations aren't until January, but I think you will hear Bradley Cooper's name mentioned. Carey Mulligan's very likely as well, with all the major award shows. It's really quite the accomplishment.
Sam, just how handsome is he close up, Bradley Cooper?
I would say, Craig, if I'm holding steady at a 6, I'm going to give you an 8, Bradley a 9, close to a 10.
Okay. Oh my, there you go, there you go.
I would have given you a 7, but that's okay.
And just quickly, in our last minute, Sam, tell us all about the other Brad.
This is Brad Pitt, and this, Rochelle, is all bad. This comes from his son, Paxton, and a recently released, very unpleasant Father's Day message that apparently was posted online 2 years ago, but has come to the surface now, where he describes his father in deeply unflattering terms. I won't use the language here, but essentially says that he's a rotten dad to Pax and to the 4 other children who are in fear of him. As we know, the two have had an extraordinarily, Angelina and Brad, contentious divorce, and often in a very contentious divorce, the kids, as it were, are the casualties, and this missive is just, it's the last thing any parent would want to read about themselves.
Yeah, so absolutely. Every parent's worst nightmare.
Well, there's poor kids having all that stuff public as well.
Yeah.
Sam, thanks so much. I have a little bit of a problem when you said I was trying to sing. I was actually singing, so...
I'm with Sam. He was trying. Thank you, Sam.
I think successfully.
Thank you, Sam.
Now, the campmates have had quite a week down under. There's been arguments, tears, and our Josie has battled with one of the worst things ever, Nigel Farage's bare butty. Dermot.
It's very good. As the celebs head into the second week in the Aussie, Sean is here from Sean Shack with all the rumbles from the jungle, and we are joined by campmate Nella Rose's close friend Grace. Good morning to both of you.
Morning to both of you.
Good morning.
So good to see you. Now, can we get the question first of all? We was in the phone box.
Yeah.
Do you remember when I rang you in the TARDIS?
Brilliant.
That weird moment.
Yeah, just repeat the question. What was it again?
So I asked you, how many different species of land snakes does Australia have on record? A87 or B140?
140.
Any guesses? Yeah, 140?
Both of them are way too much.
Way too many. You are right,
Criminal.
Alison, 140.
I just thought there's going to be loads, isn't there? There's going to be loads.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sean.
You're welcome.
Sean.
Good little fact for you there.
Grace, you're here. You're talking about Nella. It's so good to have you. Because obviously so many people that aren't au fait with the YouTube and the TikTok and what have you wouldn't know too much about Nella.
Yeah.
So, you know, we've got our first impression. So tell us what she's really like.
Well, I think it's interesting seeing her on the show compared to... Because, like, the Nella I know, she's so bubbly, she's hilarious. So on the show, I think she's a little bit more, apart from in challenges when she's screaming her head off, she's a bit quieter. Which,
is she?
No, but I do feel like she's a little bit...
It's hard, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's hard, they're hungry, it's the pressure of everyone else. Listen, we've got a little clip of her. Let's see her story so far.
Let me tell you.
You look so glamorous. I tried. This is my last day of looking good.
You're the mega influencer.
Yes. Dig. Just keep pushing through.
Mr. Joe.
I could be your dad.
Pardon?
I could be your dad.
Don't bring up my dead parent. Are you stupid? Let's not be friends. How about that?
The numbers coming to Britain that are coming.
I'm one of the numbers.
right.
You want us gone. That's all I understood.
Stop it.
I'm already the villain. I'd rather just shut up. Good luck to us, Amy.
Give me 5.
Bam! I think we was an absolutely great team. I think we smashed it.
Oh, she's had a great time, hasn't she? She's had a great journey. I like all the ups and downs. That's what the jungle's about.
Ups and downs.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know better than we do. So tell us about your take on her and the whole Fred thing.
Do you know what? I was shocked when I saw it because I've never seen Nella like that. So I was thinking, oh no. But I do think she will redeem herself. Like last night's episode in the challenge, it looked like they were getting on again.
That's the thing.
So,
Right? They look like they kind of bonded.
Yeah.
Do you think she needs, or do you think she has it in her to take Fred to the side at one moment and just kind of clear the air?
I think it's going to be one of those things where they're not going to address it, they're just going to move past it. Like, it's not going to be a thing, which I think is good. You can't live there for, like, 3 or however many weeks and not speak to the other person.
Do you think you could do this show?
Absolutely not. Like, if I could just lay there in the sun for a bit and just chill out, I'd be all right. But with the maggots and stuff, no way. No way.
You say that, but you did that show. Didn't you do the tight walking?
Yeah, I got thrown off a bridge. And that was horror.
Like, you were the funniest on it, though, honestly. I could see you in this show and I reckon you'd absolutely smash it.
I'd just cry the whole time. I'd do a Jamie Lynn Spears.
So, Grace, do you think Nella has more to say to Nigel Farage?
I do think so, I do. But I quite like the fact that they both don't agree on a lot of things, but they're still friends. So it's quite nice to sort of see that happen. I think you can take that into normal life.
Why wasn't
as well.
she like that with Fred?
Because that's what a lot of people
That's
are saying, aren't they?
true,
They're saying,
yeah.
OK, Fred made a mistake, a
I
genuine
think-
mistake.
yeah.
Whereas
apologise.
you've
Maybe
got
it's the
proper issues,
topic.
might have proper issues with Nigel.
I think it's the topic, and I feel like, you know, people grieve in different ways, and I think maybe it was just a really sensitive thing for her, and she just took it really personally.
Yeah.
But is it weird watching your mate on TV and you can't even contact her or phone her or
I
text
wanted to
her?
pick up that phone and go, pack that in.
That's a good question. What would you, if you could speak to her, what would you say to her?
Oh, let's do the call now.
Yeah, right.
This Capone.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Yeah. Hello? Oh.
Grace, you all right? I'm in the jungle.
Nella.
How you doing?
Well, hang on, are you playing the part of Nella?
Yeah.
Oh, I see, go on.
Well, she's got a different accent.
Yeah.
She's got a Brummie accent.
Nella.
Here we go. Grace, what go on?
You need to pipe down now.
What?
Yeah.
I'm having a lovely time. What are you on about?
Give Fred a kiss.
Right.
Give him a kiss, make up, tell him to keep his top off too, I'm enjoying it. And just maybe stop screaming as much too, but apart from that, smashing it.
Thanks for the advice, babe.
Anytime.
Thank you for the advice.
Anytime, yeah.
See you later, Grace.
All right, bye, have fun.
By the way, I
Yeah.
actually really fancy Fred.
Yeah, well, you're only human. Come on.
She's a good life coach.
There's the call.
I am.
Good.
That's good.